Hey guys, welcome. So I'm starting a little early. Dinner's done. I've had my dinner. The girlies are outside with their dad, so I figured I'd take advantage of this me time and start my workout. They may come running in halfway through, but that always happens, so you may see me start and stop my workout. So it's going to be quite boring. Like I said in my previous post, I can't use music. Facebook will take down a video if it has music in it, like especially the good type of music that you want to listen to when you're working out. So I'm going to have my headphones in. I encourage you to have a stereo with you at home with some music, or have your own headphones on as well, and just follow along. I'll guide you as I go. I've actually got my upper body routine down here with me because even though I do all these exercises for my weekly, daily, whatever, for my routine, I use all these exercises. I don't always do them in this particular order. So I want to make sure I'm following what I've given to you guys and do them in the right order so that you don't get mixed up. So that's why I've brought this down. And I'm just going to share with you some stuff that I'm using. So I'm going to be drinking this. You'll see me drinking this throughout my workout. That's my branch chain amino acids. If you have the program, you'll see at the end that I've included them under supplements, and that's this one here. If you click the link, or if you click the icon in your digital download, you'll see a spot where you can go and buy this if you want it. They always have sales on like two of these for $23 or so. It's my fruit punch is my favorite, and the blueberry one's really good too, or blue raspberry is really good too. So you'll see me drinking that. It just keeps me focused, gives me energy, so I'm not dragging my butt. It helps my muscles recover and give me strength to push through those repetitions. And then after, I want you guys to make sure you consume your protein. This is very important. Your post-workout meal. If it's not food, then a protein shake and a dish of berries. So you want to use a simple carb like berries. And pair it with a protein to recover those muscles that we're just going to work. So I'm going to share with you the protein powder that I use. There's many different kinds out there. You're welcome to use whatever you want. I have included this one in the meal plan or in the program as well. So click on it, and that's where you'll be able to get it. This one's light. Some of them I've tried are heavy and frothy, and they're not easy to get through. This one's really light. It's like a chocolate milk, a lighter version of chocolate milk. So I'm going to show you that. And it is this one, Gold Standard Whey. That's the protein powder I use post-workout. So if you're just hopping on, you will be able to catch the replay. So I know I did tell you guys I was coming between 7 and 7:30, but I have this window of opportunity to go now, so I'm going to start. But this video will be up for indefinitely. So you can catch the replay, you can jump in. So basically, hand weights is all you really need. For our lat pull downs, you'll see that in the picture, I am using a resistance band. If you have a resistance band, you can use it, or you can use hand weights. I'm going to show you both when we go through the program here. So I think that's about it. You should have already warmed up, got moving. We'll get started, and you can just follow along. Just follow my moves. Like I said, the video is going to be boring because I can't play music, so it's basically I've got my music in, you should have your music in, and you're basically just watching me to follow the moves. Okay, so we'll get you set up here. And like I said, my kids might come running in because they're outside right now, and they may come running in because they always come to work out with me. So I'll get my music on, and I've got my drink. So our first move is dumbbell row. You can do it like I have in the video here, or you can do it how I'm going to do it. I'm going to get my music on. So go ahead and grab your weights, and we'll get started. Again, for your weights, I want you guys to start with 5 or 10 pound weights. This has to be challenging for you. I don't want you to be able to easily do it. Now, I've worked myself up to 15 pounds. It's still challenging for me, so you'll see me push through those last reps. I may not even get through those last few reps because I've recently increased my weights and it's harder to get through the reps. So dumbbell row. I'm going to start on the right side. We've already went over repetitions. So remember, we're doing 3 sets. Repetition sequence, 12, 10, and 8. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Okay. Right side dumbbell row. Flat back. When I row, I'm going to be squeezing the back and the back. Focus on the muscles that you're working. Squeeze. Squeeze. So there's my 12. Now this video is going to be pretty boring for you if you're not in here if you're not at home working out with me. It's going to be pretty boring to watch because, like I said, there's no music. You're just basically watching me work out. So that was a 12 repetitions. And did you see my movement speed? I was slow and controlled. And those last few, it was getting touchy. I probably could have done 2 or 3 more, so that's telling me that for dumbbell rows I could probably start to increase my weight. So we don't want to wait too long in between reps, so we're going for rep number 2, which is 10. If you're just hopping on, there's going to be a replay. You'll be able to catch the replay. We just started though. I'm at number 8. It's getting hard. 10. Okay, last rep for the right side, 8. Don't forget to squeeze the back. Really feel those muscles engaging. Well, I'm at 5 and it's already hard. 8. I felt like I probably couldn't have done too many more, so that means mission achieved. The muscle was being fatigued. So that's how I want you guys to feel. I want your weight to be heavy enough. I'd rather your weight be too heavy and you not be able to get through the 12 reps than it be too light and for you to feel like you can keep going. Okay, I want the resistance there for you guys. So there's the right side. So we're gonna go to the left side now. Same thing, and then we move on to the next exercise. 12. I hope you guys can see me. My computer, my phone did something wonky. If it signs off, okay, good, Anna. If it signs off, I'll log back on. Okay, we just finished 12 repetitions. Let's go to 10 now. That arm's definitely weaker. I could feel it at 5, but you gotta keep pushing through. Try to make it through all those reps. Okay, we'll go right into the last repetition for our dumbbell rows. Don't forget to squeeze. All right. Now, if you're short on time and you just shorten your workouts up, you can do lat pull downs together so that you're doing both arms at the same time to cut down on time. So for that, you just do them both at the same time. It's a little more difficult, but if you're trying to shorten your workouts, you can do it that way. I think my kitties are coming in. Okay, we're gonna go to lat pull down. So I'm gonna do this with the resistance band, and I'm gonna show you with the dumbbells. Now the difference between lat pull down and on the other page is shoulder press is they look the same, but the lat pull down, you're gonna wanna physically focus on these here, your wings. And you wanna feel like you're squeezing a pencil between the shoulder blades. So how that's gonna look, you have your weights, you're gonna pull. You see how I'm pulling back? My elbows are going towards the wall, and I'm squeezing my wings like I wanna hold a pencil. Hi Brooke, I'm on video. My kitties are coming in. My gym is part playroom, part gym. So, push those elbows towards the back, squeeze your lats, which are your wings, and pretend you're squeezing a pencil between your shoulder blades. So I'm gonna start and I'm gonna show you with the dumbbells. And then for those of you who have a resistance band, I'm gonna show you that way too, because that's what shows it in the program. So I'm going to actually drop down a bit because I think my 15s will be a little too heavy. So I'm gonna try these ones. Okay, so 12. So you ready? I'll do from the front. So up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Do you see how I'm pointing my elbows back? Squeeze. Really feel those muscles. Yep, that's hard. 11, 12. Yeah. They shouldn't be easy, guys, so make sure your weight is heavy enough. Okay, so that was our first repetition. I'm going to show you with the resistance band now if that's what you're using. So I'm going to wrap most of it around my hand so I can get some good resistance. So it's the same thing, but instead of the bars or the dumbbells, I have this. So basically, it's the same format. I'm bringing my arms back, but I have the resistance band, so I'm just pulling. You see how I'm doing the same movement? So same thing, my elbows are going towards the back wall. And it's okay if you shake a little bit. That means you're really engaging that muscle. So for a count of 10 now, let's go. 1, really squeeze. 2, 3, 10. Get your drink. Don't forget your water. Are you feeling it yet? You should be feeling this. Your muscles should be shaking. Sometimes they shake, which is a good sign. They should feel tight. Last rep, count of 8. I'm going to stick to this. Okay, good. Going on to the next page. Once you get into a routine and you get these exercises memorized, you'll zip through them. I know it's not as fun right now because I'm interrupting and I'm breaking up your workouts by talking to you and stuff, but once you get this workout down, you can put your headphones in and just go for it, and it goes by pretty quickly and you actually get into it a little bit more. Okay, we're doing chest fly, so I'm gonna get my yoga mat here. Just grab this for. Okay. So I might have to move you down here to see. So it's just as it says in the book. You're gonna lay down. You guys can see there. I'll get down so you can see me. You're basically just going to lay on your back and open your arms and bring them up. You'll really want to squeeze the muscles. Don't forget to squeeze the muscles when you're working them. And it's slow and controlled. So I'm gonna lay here and I'm gonna show you guys. Okay. Start with your weights up, and you're just going to fly open. You're going to squeeze your chest as well. 2, 3, 4, 5. These ones are light, I'm not feeling it. So that tells me for the next rep, I'm going to go up. So for that, I know that my weights are too light because I could hardly feel it. I felt like I could have kept going, doing more reps. So for that, I'm going up. That means I have to increase my weight. If it's too easy for you and you're not feeling your muscles burning or shaking, or like you struggle to get the rep in, it's too easy and your muscles aren't getting challenged enough, so you got to increase your weight. So now we're going for 10. Oh, this is much heavier. Much better. Yeah? I'm on video. 5, 6. Watch out now. 9, 10. Yep, that was definitely better. I could barely get to 10. So that's how you want it to feel. You want to struggle a bit. Whew. So we're going into our last one. Set of 8. And then we'll be on to the next exercise. Okay.
Lunge yours in, you ready? Lunge yours.
Yep, that was tough. I'm playing Hungry Hungry Hippo. Okay, so for the next one, which is chest press, you can do it standing, or you can stay, or sorry, no, we're not in chest press yet. Oh, I didn't even put chest pressed in. That's fine. Shoulder press, you have to stand for this one. So I'm going to move you back up. So this is the one that may be easily confused with lat pull down. Brookie, can you guys bring that upstairs because the people can't hear me? Good girlies. Okay. So the difference with the shoulder press and the lat pull down can get confusing because the pictures do look the same. Your arms are up. Do you remember for the lat pull down, your shoulders are going behind you? They're pointing to the wall on the other side. Well, that's the lat pull down. For the shoulder press, we want to work the shoulders here, okay? So you're going to just push up, and your arms are actually going to be slightly forward. So if you look at me from the side, the lat pull down was up here, right? The shoulder press is here. Okay, you see how I'm slightly ahead a bit, okay? From the front, it looks the same, see? Okay, you're going to be pushing with your shoulders. So you want to feel with this exercise, you want to visualize and you want to feel your shoulders pushing. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate. We'll start our repetitions. Okay, starting with 12. And how I like to stand is I like to put one foot in front of the other and one foot behind for, see, I'm huffing and puffing. You should be huffing and puffing. 1 foot behind for stability. So here we go, and my arms are shaking. Okay. When you're bringing the weights up, if they're really heavy like these ones are, you want to do it safely, so you kind of want to squat, push, then up, okay? All right. 1, 2, 3. I'll do that from the side. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now keep going, do 12 reps. This weight, like I said, I just increased my weight, so sometimes I can't make it through the whole reps because it is that heavy. I went until I couldn't anymore, and that's how it should be, how you should feel, especially when you do a weight increase as you progress in your program. You may not be able to get through to the final rep, and that's okay in the beginning if your weight's heavy enough. Whew. So my arms are shaking, and that's a good sign. maybe R2, but that's a good thing when they're shaking because it means that you're working them. And it just goes to show you that I consider my program quite basic. Yeah, I'm gonna talk too much. We gotta get to the next rep. It just goes to show you that you don't have to do all this fancy stuff to get results. Basic is fine. You get in and you get out. We're over halfway through upper body already. Okay, let's get to the next rep. So now we're doing 10. All right. 1. Remember, push from your shoulders. 2, 3. 8. Keep going. 9, 10. I'm 2 reps behind because I have increased my weights recently. Like I mentioned, that's normal when you're progressing your program. That when you increase your weights, you may not be able to get through all the reps, and that's okay. As you build strength, as you're progressing, you will be able to. You should be out of breath like I am. That's how heavy I want your weight. It's not too heavy, but heavy enough that you're out of breath, you're sweating. Yeah. Okay, we can't talk too long because we're going back into the next repetition for 8. Okay, and I'm 2 reps behind, so I'm probably going to stop at 6 because I've increased my weights. So you're going for 8. Keep going. 7, 8. So you guys catching on now? You're seeing how you should barely be able to make it through the last 2 reps. Should be out of breath. You'll get some good swell in your muscles. And see when you lift, they really start to pop out. The more muscle you build, the more fat you'll burn. You got to stick to it, but this is how you want to feel, okay? It's hard for me to replicate this type of feeling when I'm doing my posts or trying to explain to you what weight to use, what poundage to use. So it's hard for me to get across how you should feel, but this is how you should feel: out of breath and struggling to push through those last reps. So now we're on to upright row. We're working right here, that side boobage here that always comes, so that's what we're working there. We're working the chest though, okay? So here we go. I do the same stance, 1 foot behind. This one, you just take the weights and you raise them up to about your chest level, squeeze and lower. From the side. Keep going. It says my battery's low. I'm just gonna hit it. Yikes, that's hard. So you don't want your shoulders coming up either. Keep your shoulders low, don't hug the ears, keep your shoulders down, and just move the arms, okay? A couple seconds before we move on to 10 repetitions. If you're just jumping on, I hopped on a bit early, the replay will be up, so you'll be able to catch everything indefinitely. The replay will be up for life. Okay, 10 reps. Hey, Brooke.
This is a unicorn swan.
Okay. So this is a different type of workout. You may have been to some workouts before, classes and stuff, where it's, you know, you're constantly always moving, you're doing different things. This is, you're doing one thing, you do it for a bit, take a break. You do it again for a bit, you take a break. It may become monotonous. For me, I've been doing it for 13 years, the same thing. I say that all the time, but it's just become a habit, and I know how long it takes me, and I'm just in and I'm out. As a busy mom, it just works for me. I can't be bothered to learn all these new different things. And it's been the most effective for me as well, weight training. Okay, last rep. And then after that, after this one, we've got 3 more exercises. We're moving along. Okay. Squeeze. Whew. Good job, guys.
Mommy,
Yeah?
are the sea monkeys still there?
I don't think the sea monkeys worked. Okay, make sure you have your water. We're going on to alternating upright row and shoulder raise. This is one of my favorite moves. It was 6 years ago I was doing this move in the gym, in the weight section, and I guess it's not a common one, but I had some guy come up to me and said, can I ask you what that exercise is? It looks pretty neat. What's that working? I'm like, oh, well, it's working your shoulders and your chest. It's really effective. So I'm going to drop down on weights because this one is pretty difficult. So we'll start with 12. So you got a weight in each arm. Get into your stance. One arm's going to raise up, the other is going to raise to the side. Okay, can you see it from the side? One arm's going to go above. You don't want to go above your shoulders, you want to go parallel to the shoulders. So as this one goes up, this one's going to the side. Do you see that? To the side. See? And then you alternate. This one goes up, and this one goes to the side. Do you see that? Staying parallel with the shoulders though, okay? So 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really squeeze your shoulders when you lift. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. If you're just hopping on, I started a little early. You'll be able to catch the replay. We're halfway done upper body tonight. When you're done your workout, comment below. Are your muscles shaking? Are you sore? Are you out of breath? I want to know. Because if you aren't, we need to tweak something. We need to up your weights, or we need to tweak something, because you should be out of breath. Your muscles could or should be shaking. So let's go on to 10. You see how you don't want to wait too long in between reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
My chicken has too much sauce on it.
Does. Alright. Moving right along. I'm not sure what time we're at, but I'll be curious to see how long it took us tonight. Alright, right into our last repetitions for this exercise. 8. Okay. right.
Mommy,
We've got 2 exercises left. Huh?
going up,
Not yet. Almost.
going to exercising.
We're exercising.
Look it up.
Okay, bicep curls. Whew, this one's pretty straightforward. So you can grab your weight and we'll get into our stance. So we're starting with 12.
I can lift a big weight up.
My arms are shaking. Okay. We'll get into stance. Bicep curls. You're focusing on the biceps, so you don't want to be swinging. Okay. Keep your elbows glued to the side of you and just raise at your elbow. 1, 2, 3.
I got 8. Give me the slime bottle. Hey, you!
Keep going. So again, I've increased my weight, so I'm 2 reps behind. I'm working up to that 12. Because I increased the weights, I could barely push through. Should barely be able to push through the last 2. Keep the water going. Okay, we'll go on to 10 now. For me, it'll probably be 8 because I'm 2 reps behind with this increased weight. So 10 for you. Oh, okay.
Mommy, I can lift the big weight up.
Oh, I wouldn't try Bricky. It's pretty heavy. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Almost done. Shake it off if you have to. As Ellis says, shake it off. Catch your breath, and we'll go on to the last rep. Okay. Repetitions 8. Mine will be 6, only because the increased weight, but you'll be going for 8. See, I can hardly make it through the last 2. 6. That's what it should be like for you guys. Okay. Whew, we can do it. Last one. My arm muscles are shaking. Anybody else? Okay. Tricep kickbacks. There's a couple different ways you can do them. I'll show them. So again, this is the same as the dumbbell row. If you're short on time, you could do 2 kickbacks at once. Right now I'm just focusing on 1. So I'll show you 2 different ways you can do it. First one, you can do it like I have in the book. Where you stand, no arch in the back, okay? Straight back. Pull the weight up, and you just kick it back. And you squeeze the tricep as it's going. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 12, okay. So that's one way you can do a tricep kickback. The other way is you can get down on all 4s. Okay, so we're going for 10. Okay, and you can do it this way. squeeze. 8, 9. Oh, one more. 10. Hey Laura, mornings. Push was hard. I could feel my. Good job. Can I read the rest of that? Yeah. Couldn't feel my arm. I could feel my arm shaking. Excellent. Yeah, that's how it should be. Whatever you're working should be shaking. You should barely be able to push through the last few reps. Out of breath, sweating. I don't sweat much even when I run. Like I could be running outside in the heat, like 5 miles, and I don't sweat very much. That's just always how I've been, but majority of people would be sweating. Doesn't mean it's not hard. It's hard. So we are on our last rep for the right arm, and then we'll go over and do the left tricep. Good job, Laura. That's perfect. Almost done. I'm going to do the left one standing. So remember, this is just a guide for you guys to get an idea of what the moves are like. Make sure you're doing the form correctly just to show you, just to give you an idea.